Hello everyone, welcome to another Fudce Reviews video. This week we're reviewing the board game Wings of War, The Dawn of World War II. It's a game of World War II air combat from Nexus, designed by Andrea Angiolino and Pier Giorgio Paglia, illustrated by Vincenzo Oleta. My pronunciation of Italian names is absolutely shocking. But let's flip the game over and let's see what it says. It says this. There's more text on the back of this box than the average box, I can say. Come on, focus. Thank you. So, it's the central one there. English language edition by Flying Fox or Fighting Fantasy or whatever it is, FF, whatever it says. "1939. Earth and sky were aflame with battles. It's the dawn of the largest war ever fought, and supremacy in the air can mean a victory or defeat." The Dawn of World War II is the first Wings of War game based on World War II, providing a foundation for a new exciting game system. Piloted Spitfire, Messerschmitt or Hurricane, engaged in dogfights, ground attacks, and endless other aerial combat situations. Up to 6 fighter planes can be used with the contents of a set. Each Wings of War set is a complete game that may be combined with other sets of the same period, World War I or World War II, or to play in larger scenarios. Wings of War is based on accurate historical documentation and provides a fast and furious gaming experience. It's for 10 to plus, takes 30 minutes to play, and for 2 to 6 players with box only. So, the Wings of War series, if you ever played Star Wars X-Wing, there's a Star Trek version of it as well. It's similar to that, but with fighter planes. And you can buy individual planes separately. So let's get the box open. And so the rulebook. It's quite a hefty rulebook. Yeah, it's Fantasy Flight, that's it. And I can see it's quite an in-depth game actually. So I'm not going to tell you how to play a game, I'm just going to tell you the basics of how a game works. So each player has a game board, like that. And there's little pokey out things. I've not used all of these, so I've not poked them all out. I'll poke them out as we need them. And these are used in more advanced campaigns. You do, however, have these, which are very important to a game. They're rulers. In the game you have these counters which determine damage, speed and other crap. And each plane has a deck of cards. Let's get all these cards out. Let's get the planes out actually. So each plane, let's take a look at this here. Here we are, let's go with this one just because I'm British. The Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1, number 66 Squadron, Pilot Officer Crenin Arthur Walford Bodie. It's got the back there, says what it is. It's got a picture of a Spitfire, top down, and a range, and a central marker. And so that's a Spitfire. And let's say we've got the Messerschmitt here, over here. But this Messerschmitt, if you look at the markers here, is in range. It's within the outer range because they've got a central line here. That's the central line, short range, long range. It's long range. And so it's capable to fire. And when you fire, you take the cards and deal damage based on what it says. Let's have a quick look at this one. Short range. Come on, focus. Focus, you know you want to. Yeah, short range, do 2 Bs. Long range, do 1 B. So closer you are to the enemy, the more damage you do. There's the Messerschmitt here. Short range you do a B, long range you do an A. And what are these Bs and As? Well, that's where these tokens come out. For instance, these tokens are all Bs. These tokens are all C's. And somewhere else in here, I think it is, we've got the A's. And they do certain damage on them. Means that one does 1 damage. If I pick out a random B, this one, I deal 8 damage. That's a painful attack. And as for what each plane can do, that depends on the deck. For instance, this one uses A cards, this one uses B cards. This is a deck of A. So this is what the Spitfire can do. Now you may notice it's got a little blue line there. What you can do on your turn, you can move. And so you put that card in front of it when you play your movement actions, and then you move your card to where it says. And let's say you got this one. Move your card to where it says, and so on. And each different card, each different deck of these cards has different things. For instance, A has lots of different manoeuvrability cards. That one is a very special slow move, and so on. That one's a fun one. There is a B card. With here Messerschmitt. A different card altogether. Now the reason why it's 2 different things is your plane can be travelling at 2 different speeds, fast or slow. Some manoeuvres can only be done fast, some manoeuvres can only be done slow, and you can only change over up at certain points. That's where maybe a World War I Wings of War is actually an easier game to play because it doesn't have speeds. The game gets even more complicated later on if you decide to go with scenarios, because what you can do, you can set up scenarios where you've got one plane against an entire fleet of planes. You've got lots of different ways you can play the game and add extra difficulty to it. You can buy more planes. You can actually buy the planes to have a little model planes above these cards, so you actually see what you're doing. So, would I recommend the game? It depends on how much you like planes. It's a good game. It's got lots of depth, but it can be a little bit daunting to play if you're not used to this type of game. So it's a good game, don't get me wrong, but it takes a bit of time getting used to it. So join me again next time for more Fudce Reviews board games. I've got another game behind me which I'm going to be reviewing in a second, which will be up next week. It's a very different game. It's more of a party game for this one. It's more crazy, less war based. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. My name has been Fudce. Remember to like and subscribe for more of the same, and if you've got any suggestions about what I should play next time, let me know and I'll see what I can do for you. So until then, bye bye.